Hi there, it's Amira here. Today I want to show you one of my recent buy, which is the Stripology Squared Mini Ruler by Creative Grid. Now, if you know me, I actually love the Stripology series. The first one that I bought was the big one that I use for cutting strips, and I love it so much. So when it comes out with this mini ruler, I thought I would try it because this one is actually for trimming square. So if I have a square unit and I want to trim it, this is the ruler that I go for. So this ruler, as all with the Creative Grids ruler, they have very clear markings and also grippy parts to hold on to your fabrics while you're actually cutting it, so it doesn't move that much. Today I'm going to show you how I trim a half square triangles to 2.5 inches square using this ruler, and also the previous way that I used to do it, which is using this ruler. It has a diagonal markings right here, or if you don't have those things, you can also use the regular ruler that you have. You can see the 45 degrees there. You can still trim your 2.5 inch using the regular ruler. I just feel that this one makes it so much easier, but it's not a must or necessary. So if you want to buy it, it must be like an additional thing, like, you know, if you want to add some more notion to your stash, I think this is a great buy. So I'm going to show you how I normally cut my half square triangles. So usually I have a square triangle, half square triangles. I'm going to use this rotary mat. You can use this one, or I recently got a very small tiny one as well from Fat Quarter Shop. So this one is also useful, but yep, so either one would work. It just makes it easier. So what I'm going to do is actually place that in the middle, and I'm going to trim that. So I'm going to trim it to 2.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is actually bring it to the center. So I feel like this is a bit slippery, a little bit. I'm going to cut it to 2.5. So I'm going to trim one side first, one corner first. So that means it has to be larger than 2.5. Instead of going all the way to 2.5, I would actually just go a bit less than that, because I want to trim that the other side later on too. So what I'm going to do now is actually trim this off. So that's one corner. So that's one corner gone. And of course, you can actually just turn this, and then you measure exactly 2.5 and hold on tight and just trim the other side. There you go. So now you have a perfectly 2.5 inches half square triangle. So this is how I normally do it, and I don't find that it's that difficult, but it's not too bad either. So now I'm using this Creative Grid Stripology Squared Ruler, so Squared Mini. It's a bit different. So basically I just put my piece in the middle, and what I do is actually find that 2.5 inch mark. So the white ones have an half an inch increment, okay? So the white one is 2.5, 3.5, or 4.5, and 5.5 and 6.5. So yeah, so over here you also have a smaller ones. I think this one is a 2 inch, and 3 inch and 4 inch. So that's basically it, right? So you have 2.5 inch, 4.5 inch, and 6.5 inch with the white one, whereas the black one is actually a bit different. So over here is 2 inch, because it's 0 to 2, so it's 2 inch, and that's it. So let's go ahead and try this thing. So I would put at 2.5 inch, and I can see that marking in the middle is a diagonal line right there. You can just align that with my diagonal lines, and I can just place it anywhere. Just make sure that I have some trimming done here and trimming done this side as well. So I'm going to trim in this slot. So basically I just go ahead and put my rotary cutter inside there and just trim that up. So now I have two sides trimmed up, and now I'm just going to put that again right on there, aligning that top part right there, and also aligning this corner edge to meet with that side. So I'm just going to do that and align that middle part as well. So now I am going to go ahead and just slot my rotary cutter in, and ta-da! I have a 2.5 inch square. So I just feel that it's a bit easier using that, but I guess it's also based on time and you know, how you get used to it, but it's not too bad. I love the mini size. I feel like the mini size is actually just good enough for trimming, because if it's bigger then it's harder for you to kind of use it. But you can also use this to cut strips. So basically you can cut up to, if you fold your fat quarter into half, you can actually cut strips easily using this as well. So this is the markings that you use. It's exactly the same as the large Stripology ruler. Now this large Stripology ruler also comes with more markings. That means you can use 2 in 1. So you also have all these markings inside. So I'm going to put a link down below if you want to actually check it out. And I guess that's it. That's my recent buy, and I think I really like this ruler. I'm going to make use of this a lot more. And yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Bye bye.